So we had our lunch and I think we decided we're going to try and do what we planned to do. Took some of the bits out there, and that is just holding the wall so that we might put something back in, but I think we are going to try and see what it'd be like to take some of these uprights out, and if they come out easy, I think we'll keep going and we'll do what we originally said, which was just rotate them. I can obviously put less in as they're 26 centimeters apart. I mean, that's mental. Normally you have like 40 at the least, so, or you can go 600s, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. So we'll put you on time lapse and you can watch the mayhem unfold. There we go, peeps. We've took all the frame out, so done it now. Yeah, so next thing, we did figure we're going to save like 4 inches across the whole kitchen, which is obviously a reasonable amount, not loads, but we're like, well, we got it off, may as well do it. And anyway, so yeah, so you can see where the walls, odd places has got damp, which wouldn't have helped with the, oh gosh, look, there's a little capillary thing up there, or centipede, I think maybe that is it? Millipede? Anyway, yeah, you can see where there's some odd damp spots in this wall. Interestingly, looks like there was a fireplace here somehow, because this here was pretty hard concrete and granite, so not really sure why there was an open fire here when we know that there was a ingle-nut fireplace in the other bit, unless it was just to keep warm. So definitely is charred, this brickwork, and not really sure. Yeah, there's brick here, so I guess it fed into the other chimney like this does, but yeah, interesting, because there's a massive stone there, which, don't love this sort of thing, which doesn't look like it's moved at all. So, but there are bricks here, so it could be that whatever was here, because you can see the width of it on the floor from there to there, would have maybe, yeah, sloped up and then into that other chimney. So there we go, yeah, you can see some damp down on the floor there and some damp in the end there, so it'd be good to get this tanked. And then we have, helpfully, from the previous guys, did put the damp membrane stuff underneath the floor plate, so we'll do that again. What a higgledy-piggledy wall, eh? I bet this wall could tell some stories. All brickwork here that's obviously filled it in at some point. Chunks of stone in it, so look at that one. That's wow. There we go. Yeah, so love this sort of thing. Try and figure out your house, and obviously this house has got particularly more history than normal, so we'll yeah, we shall never know a lot of it, but yeah, there we go. So just gonna paint this now, and I'll show you a picture of it after maybe, and I'm gonna spray the beam as well with woodworming stuff, just because we've got a bit left. So all right, sign off for now. Bye. Hey guys, hope you're good. This is a tired Adrian, a couple of days later. both Jennifer and I have got the lurgy, or just a cold anyway. So bit of a me waking her up last night and her waking me up. So running a bit low on energy today, but this is a couple of days later. Kind of forgot to pick the camera up yesterday, but also we're doing a number of things that meant I couldn't hold a camera, or yeah, just needed to get on with stuff. So we are kind of at the point now where we're putting stuff back together. I think last clip I would have mentioned about tanking the wall. So we've tanked it up as far as we feel we need to. Mentioned that this might have had damp up the here, it doesn't. It was only down the bottom, so we've done it up to like shoulder height, so I think that should see us good, and it's obviously above the tanking on the other side as well, so which is 1 metre above the ground level, so I think we'll be okay. Obviously next door is undercover anyway, so it's more just about the bit at the bottom there that's going to was underground, so to speak. So yeah, so we've started what we did since you've been, was I cleaned up the beam. Quite nice. So we decided we're going to keep the beam exposed and probably just stain it. I've woodwormed it, so looks good. I've chipped off of any bits that looks bad, and it's still really solid. So it looks like the woodworm just get underneath the and typically, I guess old bits of wood like this, they just get underneath where the bark is, and then that's as far as they can go because it's quite hard. So yeah, so we're going to keep it exposed like that. I'm just going to chamfer off these bits that we're leaving in. I figured we'd leave them in because it was holding the wall plate at the top. Yeah, so we've put the floor plate in the bottom. We've gained, we reckon, like 3 inches, 4 inches, looking at Jennifer. So yeah, so the wall's pushed back, and so we've rotated these. And we've gone to like 50 centres. So just left to put the noggins in. So we're just kicking out a little bit. This here, this is the bit of the wall that's really uneven, and the whole wall's got a bit of a curve on it. So at this end, as you can see, we're quite close, and at this end we have loads of space. So that's what we've done. So it's straight to just where the door is, and then it's gonna kick back in, so we get these extra few inches, and it also means we can also put out insulation, which is out there in the wall. So yeah, just got all the uprights in, and we're now going to put noggins in just to add the strength, take some of that out, and then got to sort the pipes out still and the wires, and kind of annoyingly got this one wire that goes to my workshop, which is the wrong side of the beam. So that means I've got to disconnect it from next door and somehow thread it over the beam. So that'll be fun. We'll figure out. Also, having studied this brickwork again, realised that right up here is a straight line, and the same over this other side right at the top. So when we had bought the place and we moved in, we spoke to the local antiques guy, and his parents used to live here. He used to live here for a few years. He just said a throwaway comment, which was, "Oh, you used to be able to get down the side of the old chimney breast into the house." Which we thought, well, there's no door. And so we knew that you get inside the chimney. Now he did clarify that and say, "Oh, I meant inside the chimney." But it does turn out that he wasn't far wrong, because there was a doorway here that's bricked up. I'm not quite sure whether it was just an old part of the original house, and when they put this intermediary bit in, they blocked that up and moved the door, or whether it had 2 doors. We're not really sure. Whether this was, just a way of getting into the other part of the house as well. So it would have obviously had a fairly significant step, or I guess ladder. But interesting. So we've figured that out. So we'll take you along for the ride again today. We'll see what we get done. But probably aim today is to get to at least sorting this pipe work out and the wires, and then getting the installation in. So see you as we go along. Bye. Hey guys, we're a little bit further on. So in my workshop, which is the other side, this is the underside of the original 17th century barn. There's the main house, and essentially we're sorting out a wire, which I've just done. So now I've got the wire coming through to the consumer unit, as it should be, and also I've just put in because this is 4mm cable. It's kind of okay, but not ideal, because really should be 6mm, I think, preferably, but 4mm is fine. Just for some of the machinery that I'm working, it needs the oomph. So but because we're thinking we might develop the upstairs now, the loft, into a space, rentable space, I've took the opportunity with the wall down to pull through a 6mm cable, which will be more than sufficient to put another consumer unit up here, piggybacking probably our main consumer unit, or just before that, so that the upstairs has sufficient electricity. But most of it, I think, will be, we'll try to do some of it off grid. So here's the boys. They've been moving stones for me, bless them. So we're ready for installation now. They're like, no. So we've done all the noggins, and did think about it so that we got them staggered, so that one of them is 120mm, which is the size of the installation, so we've got less cutting to do for the installation. So they're all done. That's strong. Your nerf's going nowhere, so just going to put the installation in. So we've just got to do the pipes, and that's where the cables go through. It comes all the way along there, and I'll show you upstairs. But I don't know if I mentioned, we're going to keep that bare now. I just need to finish off the ends as well. And also, another thing that I did, which filled the house full of dust, is this floor here. There was obviously, as I said, some sort of fireplace here, and the concrete was raised slightly, which meant it was mega uneven for furniture and stuff. So I've shaved off some with a grinder, which again was really dusty, wasn't it, hun? Yes, very dusty. So the whole house, unfortunately, got a fine mist of concrete. Anyway, let me show you upstairs, the other end of the thing. So here we go, holes in the floor. So this is the wire I've just fitted, goes along there, down in our consumer unit, or above it anyway. I'm just putting the wire in, I'm not connecting it up at all. It's just kind of like trying to think about the future, and whilst I've got the wall down, obviously easier to do it now than put a hole in the wall and have to repair the plasterboard after. So was hoping to terminate, so this pipe here is the one that's down in the kitchen. Was hoping to terminate it up here, but I can only get to this end. The other end is just there, end of that first bit of laminate in the bathroom, so I don't want to touch that for the time being. So just going to leave it, and I'll terminate them downstairs. I mean, it's not ideal, because if we had an issue for whatever reason with the terminations at the end, obviously it would leak behind the wall. So I was hoping to be able to terminate them here where I can get to them, but it is what it is. Anyway, this is our wiring. It's a bit of a mess, don't you? Love it when electricians are against the clock and they just want to get in and out and don't make anything tidy, and then also leave loads of old wires which they can't bother to chop out, and then you lift the floorboards up and go, oh, is that live? So I mean, just to say on all of it, if you're a bit if any of these videos give you inspiration to try and do stuff yourself, just a bit of background of me. I'm a trained electromechanical engineer, and I've worked on heavy goods for 6 years doing wiring and pneumatics and stuff. So you can imagine that those things, obviously house wiring and lorry wiring, it's all wires, just different regs. And then the pneumatic side of things, yeah, if you've done air pipe, you can do water pipe too. Again, it's just knowing the regulations of what things have to be in terms of size and flow and all those kinds of things. So yeah, and also this is our 4th house renovating. So over the years, taught myself quite a lot and picked up a lot of the regulations. So all of that is just to say I have a background in doing this kind of thing, and know that this 6mm, yeah, could handle next door. Just get really, as a mechanic, hate the YouTube videos where like actually trained mechanics are trying to show DIYers how to do stuff like brakes and things like that. Because again, as a mechanic, I just saw some of the horror stories of, and had to fix some of the horror stories of DIYers that had to go themselves because they watched a YouTube clip and had messed it up, and it's just flipping dangerous, to be fair. So again, all this stuff I've picked up along the way, and also just know what to check and what to double check as well. So we'll just encourage you, if you don't do anything of what you see me do, just get advice at least, or yeah, read loads on it, just so that you get some competence and yeah, whatever behind you. So anyway, gonna put all this away now, and we'll get the installation done. I'll probably give you a time lapse of that, and that should be ready for plasterboard tomorrow. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, so we haven't gone ham at it today because we're, again, see by the bags under my eyes, pretty tired today. But just need to get this wall done so we can get the back room sorted for Monday, so that we can all work again. So I better shut up and get on. All right, cheers, see you in a bit. Wait. Hey peeps, we're done, ready for insulation. So moved all of the wires, and we've had a chinwag about where sockets are going. Jennifer's scraping wallpaper because there's lots of interesting wallpaper on the wall that's really old and really funny colours. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a time lapse of getting this insulation in, see how long it takes, but just to show you how much dust I made. You see this shelf? Yeah, that unfortunately is repeated in a lot of the downstairs. This amount of dust that you can draw in. So I wasn't popular. Anyway, there we go. Such is life. It's the last time. Hopefully we're going to say last time. Never say never. But yeah, insulation time. Woo! There we go, 4 days, long weekend, and we're back to where we started with wall. Yeah, got the plasterboard on, got some extra insulation up here by the beam. So turns out we saved like 3 inches in the end. So it's something, but not as much as we thought. So now just to box in the bits at the top and make good the ceiling, and plaster the joins. But like from 1.8 of it up, we're going to do cladding, so the rest of it down the bottom will be good as is. I think we'll just put a coat of paint on it anyway. Yeah, wires all in, just yeah, but obviously even with insulation in, it's a whole lot warmer to touch the wall. So there we go. Now to put stuff back a little bit so we can tidy up and go ready for working this week. Right, catch you later. Bye.